I don't get it. He was here last night. My ex-husband's friend, Sandeep, runs a hand through his floppy dark hair and stares into his empty summer house as if Ben might simply be temporarily invisible and about to manifest. Mouse, my large black dog, is sniffing the interior with a bemused air. He can clearly smell Ben. It's early July, and as far as Ben's girlfriend Caroline and I were aware, until 2 days ago, he had been missing since April last year and was quite possibly dead. Instead, it now transpires he has been safely ensconced the whole time in this wooden hut in the garden of his old school friend in South London. He's gone, I say somewhat redundantly, as we glance around the space, taking in the stripped bed with its covers neatly folded in a pile ready for the wash, and the lack of any other signs of habitation. I don't believe he was even here, says Caroline in her rather whiny voice. Sandeep looks put out. Why would I make it up? She shrugs but says nothing. Come on, Caroline, I say. Sandeep has been looking after Ben. We should be grateful. Oh yeah, it's dead kind of him to let Ben stay in secret. I mean, don't worry about me, will you? I'm only his girlfriend who thought he was dead. Look, I'm sorry about that, says Sandeep with a sigh. Ben told me you knew he was okay, just not where he was staying. Well, I didn't know he was okay, did I? I thought he was lying in a ditch somewhere. Sandeep pulls a face, but clearly decides there's no point in debating the matter. Turning his attention back to the deserted hut, he says again, I don't get it. I mean, why would he just take off? I step past him into the little building. It's cozy inside and smells of warm wood. Mouse trots back to me and I pat his head. I know, boy. He's gone again. Noticing a folded piece of paper bearing Sandeep's name on a table in front of a small TV, I say, there's a note. I pick it up and pass it to him, and he opens it with a frown. After scanning it, he hands it to me without comment. What? What does it say? Asks Caroline. I read aloud for her benefit. Dearest friend, I hate doing a runner on you like this. You deserve better. But I heard you on the phone to Steph yesterday, so I know she's coming over with Caro. And I know Steph. She'd just insist I hand myself in to the police. I can't do that. You're likely to hear some pretty shit stuff about me in the coming weeks, and I'm really sorry for that. But you have to believe I'm innocent. I had no idea what that bastard was up to. I'm going to get the evidence to prove I was an innocent party in all of this. Thank you for offering me shelter when I had nowhere else to go. I won't forget it. Yours in friendship always, Ben. I look up and catch Caroline's confused expression. What's he talking about? She asks. What bastard? Oh, there's this, says Sandeep, taking a newspaper cutting from his pocket. Caroline snatches it, reads it, then looks hard at Sandeep. What's this got to do with Ben? He shrugs. I reckon he was involved. I take the cutting from Caroline. It's a news story I heard on the radio last night about a con artist called Caleb Hardcastle, who has defrauded hundreds of people out of their life savings. Looking at Sandeep, I say, what makes you think this has anything to do with Ben? No one else has been named so far in the case. He pulls a face. I went inside the summer house to fetch his washing a couple of days ago, and the cutting was in one of his pockets. Maybe he was one of the victims, says Caroline, but Sandeep and I shake our heads. He didn't have any money, I say. Remember, right before he went AWOL last year, how he came to ask me for a loan? Addressing Sandeep, I say, so, tell me again why he said he needed to hide. Sandeep runs his hand through his hair again. He told me he was sheltering from loan sharks. Now I'm wondering if maybe he was just hiding from the law. I shake my head again. There's no way Ben would deliberately con anyone out of their money.